tight. Make sure it's good to
I
go.
always wonder what you have down there. What are you?
Everything.
What are you doing?
Well, today, I brought some cheese. We've got Jessica from Sweet Freedom coming on, so I thought I'd bring my own cheese.
I didn't bring any cheese.
Jason, you always bring cheese. Cheese. This guy. Get it?
Like the moves that you're doing on purpose, sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you, pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Yes, that's it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome into Later with Jason Suel in the studio. So glad that you are tuned in. Band's here. They sound great. Bo looks great, sounds great, everything great.
Thank you. Everything's
Boom,
great.
boom,
We're
boom.
here. It's spring still. We've got more stuff.
Yeah, spring and stuff and spring and stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
I know, it is.
It's exciting.
So, you don't live in a full home, right? You don't have your own yard to take care of. That's what I'm getting around to.
Where are we going with
Yeah,
this? What are we going to reveal about my life?
Yes. You're a sad man that lives in a small apartment, yes?
In a van down by the river, which is now luxury living by most millennial standards.
That is true. Well, what do you do to kind of spring freshen up? I'm thinking at your house.
I open a window, I
Yeah,
guess. I don't
yeah.
know. You know, you just get some light into the room. You know,
Yes.
you clean out all that clutter and junk and tchotchkes that you've had built up over the year and then give them to your friends.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
then
And then you collect them all. Speaking of, I do have some suit jackets I need to bring you after doing some spring cleaning.
Yeah.
So, you know.
After doing some spring weight loss, this man is now a beanpole, a literal beanpole. All these running that you probably run a lot more.
I do. I run. But yes, absolutely. It's all about that spring cleaning. We kind of got that going on in the show today. We're ridding ourselves of the first half of this season. Now we're fully invested in the second half of Later with Jason Suel season 10, and I can't wait to dive into what we have tonight. So let me tell you what we got going on. We got Amber Perrodin joining us on the show. Amber Perrodin from The Medium in Springdale, going to be talking about all their great programming that they have going on there. Also, we got a great musical guest. Abby Pierce and the Sinners are joining us.
Ooh.
Yes, I know. Sounds risque, doesn't it?
It does.
Music video produced right here at Fayetteville Public Television. I can't wait for that. And then down there at our chef's table, we got the big cheese herself, Jessica Cahey, joining us from Sweet Freedom Cheese. Jessica, you got a lot of stuff going on. What are we doing?
If you have been racletting your brain for an easy dinner, I've got a great suggestion for you.
Okay.
Sounds cheesy.
Sounds cheesy. I can't wait for all the puns down there at the chef's table coming your way a little bit later in this episode. So stick around. We got a lot of fun. We're doing it right here. It's all happening later. Welcome back, everybody. We've got Amber down here in the hot seat talking to you about The Medium, this space in Springdale. Now, a lot of our audience is going to know the space as the Arts Center of the Ozarks, ACO. That's what it was for decades, right?
Yes.
But recently gone through some different hands. Now it's a space called The Medium. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so in late 2020, the Tyson Family Foundation partnered with the company that I work for, which is CASH,
Right.
Creative Arkansas Community Hub and Exchange.
Yes.
And CASH and the Tyson Family Foundation walked into this building and said, how can we breathe some life into this amidst the pandemic and respond to what the artist needs are, you know, within Northwest Arkansas.
Within the community,
So
yeah.
that's what we've been doing over there for a couple of years, and we've done some really radical stuff that feels really great to really listen and respond to the needs of the creative community and do some cool stuff in the space. So yeah, a lot of people know that are very familiar with that location. It's a decades-old independent arts institution in
Yes.
Northwest
Yeah,
Arkansas.
I curated my last gallery show there. With,
Yeah.
one of the last Artemis shows we did at the ACO.
There you go.
Nice,
Yes.
nice.
So you're talking about like kind of the community aspect of it. What's some of
Mm-hmm.
the programming that you have been doing or that you have coming up this spring, this summer season that we need to know about?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot in there. And a juicy stat that I pulled just for you,
Ooh,
Jason. is
yes.
we have hosted over 300 events in that space since
Wow.
November 2020.
Oh
Isn't
my
that
goodness.
amazing?
Yes,
right?
that's a lot.
So when people are like, "Are you guys doing anything?" We're like, "Yes, yes, we are."
You've done so much.
We are, and we've, we just named the building
Okay.
the Medium in December 2022.
So it's kind of a new moniker.
It's
Only been
new.
a few months, right?
Yeah, so the community is still understanding and learning what the heck we're doing over there. So, but one of the big things that we're most proud of when we were given the keys to this space, kind of honoring and understanding where the space had, what it had been before.
Yeah, the legacy.
Yes,
Sure.
and I'm, you know this about me, but I'm an old Springdale girl.
Yeah, of course.
5th generation. So, and being a fine artist myself, I'm hyper aware of what that space has been perceived as and what it has done for the creative community. So we didn't want to come in there just elbowing our way through
Right.
and name it and claim it. So we really, really were intentional about listening to the community and named it the Medium. And that's in response to all the various and diverse artistic mediums that we bring through the space.
Makes sense now. I get it. Yeah.
Also a little hat tip to Springdale because it's right in the middle of Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah.
So, but with that said, we launched something called the Creative Exchange Fund in partnership with the Tyson Family
That's
Foundation.
right. Okay, so this is kind of like where artists can get grant funding. Is that right? Fill me in on that.
Yeah, so it's a 5-tiered program. So whether you're a musician or a practicing visual artist or an event producer or someone that's a performance artist that wants to do something on the stage, we have a grant for you.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
so we launched it last summer in June 2022, and we're just now wrapping up our very first year. So
Okay.
on June 12th, 2023,
Yeah.
we will reopen applications for the next round.
All right, so artists of all mediums need to be on the lookout for those grant applications. What is kind of, you're wrapping up that, would we call them a cohort?
Yeah,
Like
that's what we've
people?
been calling them.
Yes?
Yep.
And do they have like some works or some things that they are going to show off to the public at some point, or have they already?
They have been doing that throughout the year.
Okay.
So if you follow us on Instagram, it's just at @themedium_art. We're working feverishly to keep you updated on what the heck's happening
Yeah.
there. But yes, all of the artists that come through are required to do some type of public display or public performance or a workshop. Really, really low entry. We're not asking a lot of them other than just let's open up the doors and let the community see what you're doing.
That's awesome. Do you know the figure of how much money you awarded last year in grants?
Yes.
Yeah.
We gave out $170,000
Wow.
into the hands of local and regional artists to produce things right there in downtown Springdale. So
That-
we're really proud of that.
That is super cool. Okay, and then the next cohort, the next round opens up in June.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah,
that's cool. Bo,
yeah.
you got any skills? Do you think you could be one of these grant recipients?
I'm full of skills, chock full of skills.
If we have learned
It's
anything.
do they have the wherewithal to fund them? That's the question.
Oh, that's the question. Right. Well, Amber just said they're looking for people who do any sort of thing
Really,
to apply.
truly. And really the basis for applying is, we use the term creative a lot because not a lot of people identify as an artist, as crazy as that sounds.
Right, a creative, yeah.
Yeah, so it's for creative people that are willing to take creative risks and do some experimentation with their art. So even if you're a potter and you've decided you want to do some collage work, this is for you. So you kind of want to steer a little different direction, or if you're a playwright, but you have a dream of hosting a creative potluck. I don't know, I'm making stuff
Yeah,
up.
sure. You're giving somebody an idea out there.
Yes,
though.
yeah.
I love that. Yes.
So we're very open.
And I love the idea, kind of the distinction, because I think a lot of times the term artist, people think visual art. They think painting or maybe photography, sculpture, that sort of thing. But really, it's a creative personality,
Yes.
somebody who's looking to do something with their, that creative side of their brain.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we need to know? Where are you located? And then what's your website? How can we find you out there
Yeah.
on the internet?
So we're in downtown Springdale at 214 South Main Street, just right, a couple blocks from Emma Avenue, which
Yeah.
is the main street in downtown Springdale.
Yeah.
And our website is themedium.art.
Okay.
So
Themedium.art is the place. Amber, do you have any art that you're working on right now personally as a personal project?
You know, if you stop by the Medium, my office is also my art studio, so you can find out. But I did just self-publish a book as an artist fellow on a project called the Ozark Story Project.
Oh,
So
that's really
another
cool.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, man, you are a person with a lot going on. So thanks for taking the time to come and visit with us and fill us in on what's happening in the creative community in Northwest Arkansas. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Love it.
Stick around. More happening later.
Celebrating 10 seasons all year long on Later with Jason Suel. Our musical guests brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, a home for Broadway right here in your own backyard.
This next song is called Don't Quit Your Daydream. Wake up and start the same routine. Feels like my days are on repeat. No motivation to get out of this bed. A million things I'd rather do instead. I can't keep on living like this. Burned out, I gotta call it quits. Yeah, I just need something new. And I know what I've got to do. Don't quit your daydream. Don't stay stuck where you don't want to be. Chase a fire inside, get the passion of life. Stop living the lie, 'cause it's do or die. This life ain't gonna wait for you. And whatever you do, don't quit your daydream. Zone out as soon as I clock in. Always working for the weekend. My boss is blowing up my phone. 8 more hours till I make it home. I'm struggling to make ends meet. Just trying to stay on my feet. I'll keep on gigging every chance I get. 'Cause I haven't given up just yet. Don't quit your daydream. Don't stay stuck where you don't want to be. Chase a fire inside, keep the passion alive. Stop living a lie, 'cause it's do or die. This life ain't gonna wait for you. Whatever you do, don't quit your daydream. Just put in my 2 weeks notice. Time to shift my focus. Next time I see you, we'll be in the crowd. You'll be calling my name. Don't quit your daydream. Don't stay stuck where you don't wanna be. Chase a fire inside, keep the passion alive. Stop living a lie, 'cause it's do or die. This life ain't gonna wait for you. Whatever you do, don't quit your daydream. Don't quit your daydream. Oh, don't quit your daydream. Don't quit your daydream.
Welcome back, everybody. We're down here at the chef's table. Jessica Cahey joining us from Sweet Freedom Cheese.
We are
You got,
blasting the heat with some cheese.
I know. You got more than cheese, though. I'm seeing like some green stuff. You got some vegetables, some potatoes.
Are these made of
Right.
cheese?
That's right. You've got to round it out. A
Okay.
balanced diet.
Aha.
Balanced
Yeah,
diet.
immediately.
Yes.
Potato.
What is going on here?
We are racletting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raclette. What does that mean? I
So-
didn't know it was a verb.
To raclette
To burn your mouth.
means to scrape. Yeah.
scrape.
To scrape, and that's what we're gonna do. So raclette is actually a cheese,
Yes.
and
Same.
it's also a verb. So we're gonna actually scrape it on it, and then it's also a machine. So this is a raclette, that's a raclette, and technically that's a raclette too.
Everything's
You
a
got-
raclette.
Okay, so
This
it's
sounds like a Monty Python song waiting to happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
big, medium, small.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. I see it
So
now.
really, raclette sizes for everyone. It's how do you broil your delicious, delicious raclette cheese or other cheeses that might melt. So we've got some.
cheeses that don't melt. What if you like prank somebody with some non-meltable cheese? And
I think you're giving our viewers ideas.
That would be just like
yeah.
sad and depressing, but still cheese, so still delicious.
Yes.
But so raclette traditionally was actually peasant food. So the shepherds would be
Perfect. You're in the great spot for that.
right. Yeah, just out in the field.
you got
kinda
two of your favorite
hungry.
peasants right here. Let's do it.
And they would hold it over a fire.
Okay.
And then scrape it over potatoes, maybe a little bit of bread.
Right.
But we're bouging it up too.
We're bouging it up with the meat
with
and
a
the
little
veggie.
prosciutto, some veggies, whatever really you like.
These
hot
little
melty cheese over.
cornichons?
That's right.
Oh,
Le cornichon.
So that's been sitting underneath there.
Yes,
that,
it is.
Is that the place you?
So you don't need a big fancy racletteur to have delicious raclette. So
Okay.
this is a cool little electric raclette that you just put a little slice of melty cheese in, and then within literally just a couple of minutes, it is
Amazing.
nice and broily. On the top, you can also put whatever things you want to heat up.
Yeah.
Almost
I
like
actually have
a little
one of these in my
hibachi
house.
grill. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I wanted to do raclette because I love cheese and all things bad for me. And I went and got one, and I was like, Jessica, I need a raclette. And you were like, ta-da!
This is the one.
This is the one.
And it
Yeah.
works. It's really great. It's a
Absolutely.
lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It really is. So it's
fun party
a
trick.
nice kind of family dinner event.
And I know we're focused on the raclette cheese right here, but what other melty cheeses can you put in this machine?
Oh yeah, anything that winds up being kind of a semi-soft cheese. So, will it melt, right? Like, will it blend? Will
Yeah.
it melt? So Goudas, really soft cheddars. We can help you at Sweet Freedom to pick out some cheeses that will melt deliciously all over your
all
burgers,
over your food, whatever, all of your protein, your potatoes.
whatever.
Yes.
It'll make it.
What
it'll
is
make
the
it
weirdest
delicious.
thing you've melted cheese on?
Oh, what's the weirdest thing you've melted cheese?
Yeah,
on?
let's
This
throw
is
it
a
right back
family
to him.
show.
Yeah, right? I know. Exactly.
Thank you guys for keeping it in. I
That's
appreciate
right.
that.
That's right.
Yes.
So just within a few minutes, you've got this delicious raclette. Do you?
Yeah,
would you
sure.
like to
So
raclette?
you just scrape it right over
Absolutely.
this.
So can you, like, what? How?
It's hot
I'm
and
pretty good not
delicious.
melting.
Pretty good, right?
You know?
Look at that.
Yeah, and some of our customers do come in and get raclette cheese just for a cheese plate, but I love it melted all
that
over
was
everything.
easy. Look,
Super easy.
like-
easy cleanup.
And it's not stuck to this
That's
either,
right. And as summer kind of comes and it gets a little warmer, you could take your barbaclette out to the grill outside.
So this is a barbaclette.
Absolutely.
Same idea though, just
Same
smaller,
idea.
and you do this over an open fire. if you
Open
want?
fire, you could
Okay.
take it camping with you,
I love
melt
it.
in your cheese or anything else.
Yes.
So-
Obviously, you guys are the pros at this,
Yeah.
and you have. I love the big chunk
Big
that's
chomp.
gone out of
Yeah, I
that.
took the chomp out.
Yes. You got some classes going on this spring into the summer where people can come and
Absolutely.
do raclette with you.
That's right. We have events regularly at the 8th Street Market where we do the heavy lifting. You can certainly do it at home if you'd like, but we take a half-wheeler raclette, we put it under our big boy raclettes, and then make a delicious dish very similar to this with a little pineapple too, which is really yummy. And then we melt 3 times the amount of this slab of
Whoa.
cheese, so 6 full ounces all over that.
And you can smell it from a while away. That's the funny thing about
It's
raclette
amazing.
is it doesn't smell great until you love how it tastes, and then it smells amazing.
And then it smells amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That is 100% true. And so you can grab tickets. You can check out dates on our website at sweetfreedomcheese.com/calendar and look on Eventbrite for tickets to our raclette events, which we are holding monthly.
I love
Mm-hmm.
it. So I've got one more question before we let you go. We're doing all the cheeses. This is great. It's
wanna
spring.
scrape.
We're kind of getting, ready for summer. Is there a cheese that you point people to when they come in and say, I don't know a lot about cheese other than just kind of craft singles?
Oh,
what,
yeah.
What do you suggest people use this kind of warm weather season cheese?
Well, everybody's different, So some people like strong cheeses, soft cheeses, funky cheeses, hard cheeses.
Right.
So we try to ask people, what do you like or what
Sure.
do you not like, and then work from there. But especially during the hot seasons, I do love grilling cheeses that you can take outdoors, like halloumi. You can put in a cast iron.
Halloumi.
But also cold cheeses too, because it's just so
I thought we
warm.
were going to avoid puns and singing, and you just did both.
Absolutely not. It's a
It's
necessity. It is cheese.
Mm-hmm.
So, caprese salads are amazing. Just something super easy you can put on the dinner table or have a glass of wine on your patio with without a lot of effort, and you don't have to turn on the oven.
This is delicious, and I
Yeah.
never joke about hot cheese.
Good.
Absolutely.
I don't either.
What's cool is it's like, fondue just seems so cheesy, not to make another cheese pun, but and dated, and raclette seems like the cool, like hip new fondue party.
Yeah.
It's the easy cousin, and it's literally just that simple.
That's
So,
simple. That's
yeah.
it.
It's
Jessica,
literally that simple.
the big cheese herself, Jessica Cahey, and you need to check them out, Sweet Freedom Cheese. Go to their website, look them up. They got beautiful pictures out there, too. Cheese is delicious in itself, but you make cheese look good.
Thank you. We are
Yes.
cheese artistes.
Cheese
Yeah.
artistes. Go pay them a visit there at the 8th Street Market in Bentonville. And stick around, folks. We got more fun happening later. Yes, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. Before we go, we got to thank our guests, including Amber Perriton. Thanks for joining us, Amber.
Thank you.
Of course, Jessica from Sweet Freedom Cheese. It's raclette day.
Oh my goodness, this cheese, absolutely delicious. We want to thank Fayetteville Public Television and Fayette Tunes for providing us that music video from Abby Pierce and the Sinners. That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Let's eat some cheese.